The World Health Organization (WHO) recognized the World Hepatitis Day, which holds 28th of July every year. And this year's event was organized by the Medical Women Association of Nigeria with a lecture to increase the awareness and understanding of viral hepatitis with the theme, "This is Hepatitis B, closer than you think."
This is World Hepatitis Alliance, and one of the things that I have here is saying that it's closer than you think. 1 in every 12 individuals in the world has hepatitis, and the reason is because over 350 to 400 million people all over the world have hepatitis. If I count 12 people now, 1 out of every 12 has hepatitis. You would say, what is the truth? You know, and it's natural for all of us to say that, but it's just the plain truth. Even in Nigeria, the figure we have is much more alarming. It's even 1 in 8, because over 20 million Nigerians have hepatitis. So it's closer than we can think, and it's bigger than our imagination. And what's the reason why? Because of a lot of factors that we will see next time. Good. What is hepatitis? Or what does the hepatitis is the inflammation of the liver? What is the liver? What does the liver do? Why is it important to us? Why is it one of the key organs of the body? It does a lot of things. As you can see that helps in processing the food that you eat, helps in combating infection in the body, helps in clearing particles and infections, including bacteria. It helps in neutralizing and destroying drug toxins and even other very, very harmful toxins that we take in. Everything goes through the liver. So if it does back up, then we are in big trouble. And that's why, just the same way your heart is very important, that they say God is saving Muhammad, that he was able to make it. A lot of people go through such heart attack and they never make it because it's a key organ of the body. Same with the liver. And hepatitis can be caused by different things. One, by viruses, A, B, C, D, E. It can also be caused by bacteria, alcohol, when you think about alcohol, even sometimes drugs. Hepatitis B is called the silent killer. And the reason why it's called the silent killer is because you can have hepatitis B for close to 25 years and it will never show. By the time it starts showing, it's already too late. There are two forms of hepatitis B. There's the one that is called the acute and the chronic. The only way to know the difference is that most people, when you have the acute, it does resolve on its own. But the chronic one progresses, and that's the one that is very dangerous. If you have any hepatitis, maybe you go somewhere and say you have hepatitis. In 6 months, if you confirm it again and you still have hepatitis, you don't have a chronic disease, you don't have an acute disease, you have a chronic disease. That's the simplest way to differentiate them. But even now, there are sophisticated machines that can tell you now and now that you have a chronic disease. Before now, you wait 6 months, but now you can know immediately whether you have a chronic hepatitis or not. The mode of transmission, how do people get hepatitis? Differently. They have mother to child, and that's a bit common in developed countries because of different type of births that people had when they were younger and all of that. And at that point in time, they were not doing vaccination for hepatitis. So they started vaccination in hepatitis 2005. So everybody born before 2005, they are at risk, including myself. So that's where the problem is. In developed countries, they started vaccination from 1992. And they discovered the vaccine around 1980. So imagine how everything catches up with us very late. Very, very late. That's the bigger problem we have now. But the commonest rate of transmission in Africa today is child-to-child transmission. And all of this happened before the ages of 5. Why? Your immunity level at that time is very, very low. And that's why they're shouting malaria net for children below the age of 5. Because at that point, the immunity level is low. And that's why it's very common now. There are other routes of transmission, contaminated needles, sexual contact, blood transfusion, healthcare workers, a lot of other. But the one that is affecting us so much is child-to-child transmission, followed by mother-to-child transmission.
What we tend to achieve is usually what we say in health: prevention is better than cure. We are here for awareness because hepatitis is a very dangerous infection. It's even more dangerous, more infectious, about 100 times more infectious than HIV/AIDS. And we know that a lot of our people are not aware of it. So that's why we are here to give them health awareness in this issue.
Hepatitis can be gotten through sex. So my advice to my students and to the public in general is abstain from sex, abstain. And even if you probably want to do anything, use protective measures.